Welcome to Learning Management System of Flex Databases. Today we will make a brief demo of the system. First of all, there can be two major types of users, general user and admin. The only difference is this area. So basically, there will be no difference in all the other sections. As soon as a user is logged into the system, the first thing to see is My Training section. This is a list of all upcoming and overdue trainings assigned to this person. There are three types of trainings in the system. The first one is self-training, which does not require a trainer. It is conducted based on documents attached, say, SOP or a presentation. We can add a web link if needed and a quiz. After a person reads the materials and answers the question of the quiz, there appears an option to e-sign the training. In case the user failed to answer the questions, the system will indicate it, and the signature will not be applied. Until the user passes the quiz, the system does not allow him or her to sign the training and get the certificate. Surely, you are to decide the minimum needed to pass the quiz, whether it will be 50, 80, or even 100% of correct answers needed. The next type of training is classroom, which requires a trainer. This training can be held virtually or face-to-face. It doesn't matter. The user can assign himself to the one with convenient place and time. You should just register to the training, and you are ready to go. After the training, the trainer will confirm that this exact employee attended the classroom, check his or her quiz, if any, and release the certificate in this system. There is also a possibility to arrange courses in the system. A course is a series of trainings. In self-training, users can sign in for trainings they want but which are not required for their roles. The only condition necessary to be added by the admin to the training as an optional attendee. It is completely up to the company's needs. So, if you want your employees to have an option to go beyond their typical trainings, you will simply add any not required trainings as optional for them, and they will have the access to these trainings. And the same about the training which are led by a trainer. QMS Documents section is the place where the system keeps all the QMS documents, such as SOPs, applicable for this exact user. My Training History is a place to find all the past training. Surely the list is exportable. This trainer area is a section devoted to trainers. So, if the user is to conduct a training, he or she will see the trainings in this area. The trainer will also find the number of attendees signed into this training, can notify about the training from here, and so on. The next section is Managerial area, where the user can find all the information about the trainings of subordinates, who will be automatically uploaded here from HR database module. In My Employees, you can also find CV, job description, current assignments, problems if any, like overdues, and the results. Basically, this is the place to manage your employees one by one. Otherwise, the manager can go to Problems section and find all the overdues of the employees. This report can be exported as well. Project Management section is developed to support project managers to run project-specific trainings. In My Projects, the system indicates all the studies of this exact manager. They are automatically uploaded from Project Catalog. Problems area has the same idea as in Manager area. So this is the place to go straight to troubleshoot the issues. In the next two sections, we can assign the project team or definite team members to the trainings and add project-specific trainings if needed. Now, finally, we can move to the section that is available to admin only and show you how to create trainings and the training matrix, which will contain the information regarding who is obliged to attend or pass the training and who can attend optionally. First, we are to choose the type of the training. Say you want to create a self-training. Let's see an example of the training already created in the system to make it faster and complete. The initial fields to fulfill are humble general information about the training, like the reference number, finalization period, where we indicate the number of days given to pass the training since it's an assignment, recurrence period, if you want the training to be repeatedly assigned, like in annual trainings, and other fields. The next area is introduction, where you can create a brief description of the training or give the trainees the understanding of its purpose, for example. And here we are moving to the training materials themselves. We have any possibly needed option in the system. You can go ahead and download a PDF file or a SCORM document with inbuilt quiz, for example. You can also add web links and optional documents if needed. Dynamic form is the area to create the test, or quiz in other words, appearing after the training. And the last two parts to fulfill, mandatory and optional employees assigned to the training. We call it training matrix, but obviously the idea is clear. Here we can add employees according to their location or their department, role, and job title. Or say the employees who at the same time have one location, job title, and project role. And in the same way, we can add people as the optional trainees of this created training. If you add a new employee to your HR database or change the job title of the existing one, the same day the system will automatically send the notification to the person to complete the trainings applicable for this job. You don't have to do it manually. But if you want to add, say, a new role or country members to the existing training, which was not previously required for them, you can do that in Training Assignment section. You can either go with the whole training matrix or add from the whole list of the employees manually, or exclude people from the list. So this is a section where you can assign anyone to a training you need. In case you want to go vice versa and to assign many trainings to one employee, there is an option here. For example, you have an employee who just returned from maternity leave and you realize that this person needs to refresh the trainings. You simply choose the name of this employee here, and the system immediately shows you applicable trainings for this person. You can delete not needed trainings from the list as well. Then you just click the button, Create Assignment, and the system sends a notification to the user. Reports is the place where you can see any information you might need. We have here Training History Report, count of the trainings, training and test results, where you can find not just the information about the results, but even the certificates. Here, admin can find all the rejected and overdue trainings. All Assignments report is the master report, where we can see all the trainings assigned to all the users, both currently active and past. Surely, this report can be filtered, and as all the other reports can be exported. Hope you liked watching our brief demo of Learning Management System. To know more or schedule a demo, please reach out to our team. Thank you for watching.